Hi guys, KentishMan here at Outpost. You join us here for a game of attack and hold the fort. The trick here with this is to get round the square of the CQB area to get to the fort in the corner as fast as possible. You see here my colleagues have managed to run into a dead end, allowing me to nip through and cover some ground quickly. It's important to get to the fort first in this game, because generally speaking, whoever gets to the fort first and holds it will hold it for the duration of the game. It's very rare to overthrow the team that are already within the fort.
Contact! Oh, it's mine.
Where did you spawn?
All the way back where we started.
Whoopsie daisy, anyone can make a mistake. Sorry young man if I shot you in the back there. I'm not entirely sure I hit you or not, but if I did, I apologise.
Contact. Gun hit!
I should just explain here that the rules in this particular site is that gun hits and ricochets do not count. So I feel it best to shout up nice and loud when I do get a gun hit or a ricochet, so that the enemy player don't think I'm not taking my hit.
Hit! Hit! There you go. Picking up grenade! Hit, 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 hit. No one's in that extra. Ricochet! Hit!
Now, if you're getting bored, just stay tuned for the second half of this game, where it's a bit faster paced and we do manage to capture the fort and hold it. I also need to admire the sportsmanship of a player that manages to sneak in amongst the fort and then leave without shooting me when he had every right to. And there's also a 50-50 scenario where we both have to take our hits, so stay tuned, you might find that a bit more interesting. I left this bit in because you get a nice tour of the CQB area from this side, and you'll get to the other side of the second part of this game.
Go, go, go. What's your head? He's right off top on the tower. Right in front of us, right in front of this window! It's down the tower, it's done. Any eyes? There's one straight in front of us on this window. He's literally in such a good position.
Now, as you can see, my entire team has become bogged down with the fort up ahead and the tower pinning them all down and taking them out. Now, one of the useful things about playing this field quite regularly is you build up a bit of local knowledge, and as you will see in a second, a bit of local knowledge pays off to gain some ground, where I'll just nip through here, and as you can see, there's a small little hole that allows you to sneak through and gain some ground without the enemy team knowing.
Red. Huh? Right, go on. No, kill on that grenade! Oh, why did I use my grenade before? Oh shit. Alright. Fucking hell, that smoke's horrible. Oh. That has on there. That's done nothing but. Boys, we're ready. Oh god. Oh. That's friendly fire, mate. It counts, you have to go back. Yeah. Friendly fire counts, mate, you'll have to go back. Does it? Yeah.
Yeah, so unfortunately there, my colleague there explained to me that he'd been shot by his friend. So, I've just been shot by my friend. Well, sorry mate, friendly fire counts, and I'm afraid you'll have to go back. It works both ways in both teams, so I'd expect anyone playing around to do the same. So explain to them they're new players who have hired the kit for the day and perhaps don't understand the full rules. So fair play to the young man who then decided to go back to respawn and respawn.
What's your edge? On the left hand side as well. That was clear.
So anybody that's had this happen to them will appreciate just how frustrating it can be to cover all this ground, push yourself forward, and then to get shot in the back by friendly fire. Very unpleasant.
Hit! Who shot me from behind?
Aha, that's who shot me.
Friendly fire counts.
While I appreciate the honesty, unfortunately for you, my friend, friendly fire counts and you still killed me. So you've now joined us for part 2 of this game of Capture the HQ in the Corner. As you can see, we're pushing much faster. We're not going to make the same mistake twice, and we push really hard and fast to get the fort as quickly as possible and hopefully outrun the other team who are doing the same thing on the opposite side of the field. As you can see, we're pushing at high speed. We do get to the fort first, and we all come piling in there and actually manage to hold the fort very briefly.
Go, go, don't stop. Don't shoot. No. Oh, let's go.
So we now have control of the fort. Now look at this gentleman here who sneaks in. None of my team realise he's part of the other team. He's managed to walk straight in, unchallenged, and walks around behind us. And fair play to the gentleman, he doesn't take a shot at a single one of us when he could have done. But none of us have realised he was on the enemy team. He had perfectly within his right to shoot us there, and he didn't. And then he takes the hit and walks out like a gentleman. Very nice indeed.
Who is he?
Now, the rest of my team have either died or tried to push forward and then died when they met the other team coming in, which leaves me on my own to hold this fort. Now, the gentleman that rather kindly left, allowing me to hold the fort, now knows where I am, and I'm about to meet him when he comes through this corner any second now.
Hit, hit!
So, fair play to the guy, he knew where I was, shot me, get me fair and square, I'll have that. Both shot each other, and it's a 50-50 situation on that. In reality, he could have got me last time, so there should be no issue with me claiming that hit. Now, I'm just trying to push forward again, because after that they managed to capture the fort in the corner. And for the first time that I've ever seen, we managed to overthrow the team holding the fort. Now I get myself pinned down here. There's a enemy player behind that wall there who's trying to get me. I'm trying to get him. The marshal stands in a very convenient place. And then you'll see what happens next.
Marshal, mind out.
Now I'm in trouble. Grenade, run! Oh. Fortunately, I didn't actually run into that wall. I managed to stop myself before running into the wall. But the grenade finished me off, so that was the end of my assault for this attempt.
Nice job.
Go back to respawn and try again. Now the fellow that grenaded me before has been taken out by one of my teammates and has followed me in.
Hopefully not.
So hopefully I don't see him too much sooner. Now you join me on here on another attempt at assaulting the fort. We do quite well here, push all the way down the left hand side of the field, and then if you watch closely you will see we clear the fort, and a grenade flash signals the fact that the fort is clear, and in we all go. Quick shoulder swap before shouldering the gun. And that's the tower cleared of the enemy players. And if you watch for the flash.
Just around that corner.
And in we all go. At this point, I join my teammates running into the fort. Again, as quickly as we can before the rest of the team can take and hold the fort. Then we're then able to secure the fort with enough players in the fort to secure the game.
Doing the tower. One more in the tower. I don't want to get shot.
Right, and that's the end of the game. Thanks for watching. If you subscribe and hit the bell icon, you'll see some of the other videos that I post as and when I post them. If you've not seen any other videos, take a look at some of those. You might enjoy them. See you next time.